Assalamualaikum. Our group would like to present about our project assignment, which is to do a basic web application on web server, database server, and firewall server by using CentOS 7 virtual machines on VirtualBox. Our group consists of Nur Rasina, Anis Eza, and me, Nur Zawani. First of all, we are going to start with the firewall server. The first one that we have to do is to check on the IP address details. Next, we have to use an MCLI device command to check the device status like type, state, and connection. Use systemctl command to start IP tables, IP6 tables, and EB tables services. Use getActiveZone command to show that firewall default zone is DMZ. Create the configuration file for server static IP enp0s3 and do the command as stated. Save the file and restart network using systemctl restart network command. Create and edit ifconfig enp0s file in network scripts directory and save the file. Restart the network service by using this command. Set the firewall zone to public and DMZ to reject any incoming traffic that is not related to the matching SSH predefined service. List all the services that are listed in the DMZ. Edit the IP forward conf file. Uncomment the net.ipv4.ip underscore forward equal to 1 line and save. Load the system again by using sysctl wnet.ipv4 ip underscore forward equals 1 command and show that it is successful. Create file title create.html file in var www.html directory for setup web server. Insert the following HTML line in the create file and save the file. Edit ifconfig enp0s3 file from etc sysconfig network scripts directory. Assure that the file device is correct and then save the file with wq command. Save file and restart the network by using systemctl restart network command. For NFS server, do yum install NFS and NFS utils command to install NFS. Use systemctl enable NFS command to enable NFS. Systemctl start NFS to start NFS service. And systemctl status NFS to check if NFS service is active or not. Make directory for data. Change owner of data to NFS nobody. Echo insert data directory and create exports file in etc directory. Add data web.com rw inside the file and save. Export fs-r command and add NFS service to firewall. Reload firewall and create database directory. Edit the etc fstat file. Add server data database NFS default line to the file. Save file and mount -a command. Ping server.com to check if it is successful. change directory to root and list all the available files. Make directory to data and edit etcf file. Edit the previous line with server.com data default line to the file. Save the file.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Nora Sina. So I will continue with the explanations of NFS part 2. So after NFS is installed, I create a directory database and then I use VI to edit FS tab or file systems table. I'll make sure this line is included or insert into the FS tab file and then mount it. So I long list to check the created file is the file is created, database file is created, and go to directory of database to check if there is any file. So no file is created currently, so I use touch to create an fs.html file and insert hello content into the file. So I long list to check if it is created. So yes, it is created. And then I check again in the database side, so I can retrieve it. It is created and it is I able to retrieve it from database side or VI. Okay, now I will show how we configure the HTTPD. So I will install back the MySQL package. Set back the default zone for firewall as DMZ. At the source IP 10.0.2.0/34 to the internal zone and set it as permanent. And then add the MySQL service into the zone, internal zone. And reload the firewall. Success. Okay. So I'll check back. Okay, HTTPD package has been installed. More SSL also has been installed. Okay, now I I would like to create and insert the content hello human into this directory file var slash www dash slash html slash index html file start httpd enable httpd and check status of httpd, so it is active and running. Now I'm gonna mask IP tables and IP6 tables to prevent any kind of activation. So let's check status of firewall, so it is active and running. Status of SSL smartphone. Okay, so now I would like to set firewall to allow our service from HTTPS permanently. Next, add port 443 or TCP into firewall permanently. And now reload the firewall. So list all to check. Okay, now I will log in into the database server. So I will use curl to transfer data to the HTTPS web.com to retrieve the data in index.html. So it is proven that I can retrieve it from database site. Now in this video I will show how I schedule synchronized job. First, I will install resync package. So this package will allow the transferring and synchronizing files or directory remotely between local machine. And then I will use VI to modify resync.sh file. Okay, I will set this file to preserve the permissions when transferring file. Preserve the permissions of the file. There are two for /www/html and the database file. Okay, so execute. So I will use VI to modify fs.step file. Okay, now I'm schedule the synchronize job. Cron tab -E to edit cron tab entries. So I will schedule the resynchronize job of the database for every minute of every hour throughout the year. No specific time, no specific hour. So every minute of every hour throughout the year, the resynchronized job will be happening. So cron tab -L to view and verify the cron tab entries again. So yes, I set it. I set the schedule job and synchronize the database for every minute of every hour throughout the year. Now I will prove that the created file in the website can be retrieved in the database VI. So HTML file from web VI, I can retrieve this from database VI. So that's it. Thank you from me.
MariaDB is a database server as well as a database system. You can use as a client software to connect to the MariaDB server, or you may use an API, which is Application Programming Interface, to connect to the MariaDB server by writing a program or script in one of the major programming language. For the example, like PHP. So today I'm gonna like to demo in front of you guys on how to configuration MariaDB. So let's get started. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anis Eza Elena binti Shahrin. Okay, today I'm going to show you guys how to configuration MariaDB. Okay, first of all, what you have to do is you have to install MariaDB using command yum install MariaDB. Second step is you have to yum install httpd. And the next step is you have to yum install php MySQL. After Centos installation, what you have to do is you have to start and enable the Apache web service, which is systemctl enable httpd. And the next step is systemctl start httpd. And the last one is systemctl status httpd. As you can see, it's active running for the Apache web service. Okay, let's go to the another step is you have to install MariaDB server. After install, what you have to do is you have to systemctl enable MariaDB and systemctl start MariaDB. And the last one is you have to check the status. Is that running or not? Yeah, it's already running. Let's go to the another step. And then you have to check the firewall service with systemctl enable firewall D, and then systemctl start firewall D, and the last one is you have to check the status is systemctl status firewall D. And it's already active running, so let's move on to the another step. After all the steps complete, we have to create MySQL or MariaDB database by login into MariaDB database by using command MySQL -u root -p, and then just enter the password. You will see it's already created and successfully logged in into the MariaDB database. And then what we have to do is we have to create your own database and table. Okay, let's start with my database. I have to create database name bookstore, and then I just click enter, and you have to create your table. Mine is user bookstore, user underscore bookstore. and then open the bracket and insert the ID medium int not null auto increment primary key. And then I will insert the username, and I will put char 100. Then I will insert boot name, and for char 20. And for the last data, I will put details, and then varchar 5000. And don't forget to close your bracket and semicolon at the behind. Okay, as you can see, it's already successfully created. The query is okay, and then we move to another step. Is we are trying to insert the data using manually technique by using command line. And first of all, you have to insert into the bookstore and just insert I just insert username, book name, and your details. So let's get started. Okay, as you can see, I will put Anis, and book name is Barbie, and the detail is I will enter the first time user, and then don't forget the semicolon, and yeah, it's already successfully. And then yeah, here we go for the another step. So I want to ensure all the data that I have inserted into the bookstore database is successfully done. So I just check it by using command select and then star for all, and from my table which is user bookstore. So we see the result. And don't forget your semicolon. And yeah, it's already recorded. And then you have to permission remote user read permission from the database. So now open the PC host, open the Chrome web browser, put the IP address, and the web page will be displayed like this. And now I want to see the result, and I will check the database on the server, and here is it.